Welcome to week 10. So here we are, they're now 10 weeks old. They had their first vaccination and health check about 2 days ago and everything was absolutely fine. They've had no reactions to the vaccine or anything. As you can see, they're all looking very, very well. So it's time to give them away and see whether they are all over the kilo now, which I suspect they will be. So, pretty much as I predicted last week, they've all made it to the kilo point now, and Mr. Purple has virtually caught up with Mr. Blue. They're very, very close together in weight, only a few grams in it, and they're not very far behind Mr. Green. Mr. Black, of course, the chubster, is still way out in front, but they're not that far behind him either, so they'll probably all sort of be, as adults, they'll be around about the same, I should think. So a lot of people have been asking me about these kittens, and I know a lot of people are keen to get their hands on one of these, but I'm sorry, at the moment I can't make a decision until I can see what the markings of these kittens are like. Now, I've been trying without any success at all this week to see the markings on these kittens' feet. I've tried all the tricks. I've tried popping the feet in water, which is quite an old trick that Birman breeders use to try and see the markings, because once the fur's wet and it sort of flattens down, you can sometimes see the difference between the colour on the leg and the white feet, but that has not worked in this case. I've tried looking at them in a shaded area, and although I can sort of see, it does tend to depend where I'm holding the kitten as to what I can see. Sometimes the white looks higher and then I move the kitten slightly, and then the white appears to change position. So that's not very helpful. Another breeding friend of mine suggested looking at them in a mirror when the light was quite bad. So I have tried that. I didn't have a lot of luck. I thought I could see something, but again, I'm still not really sure. Now, of course, this is the trouble with these very pale colours on colour-pointed cats, because of the way the colour develops on these breeds. The trouble we have with Birman is that they have very specific standards for where the white should be on the feet. And if they don't meet those standards, then they cannot be shown. And of course, if I'm going to keep one of these kittens, which is my intention, then I need them to have markings that fit the standard. Time for a collar check and also a wormer. So the first kitten I've got here to check the collar on is Mr. Purple, and I can easily get a finger under his collar, so I'm quite happy with the tightness of there. So it's now time to give the wormer, and it's meat flavoured, so they can sometimes just eat it. Is he gonna? No, I don't think he will. So you just take the mouth, open up, drop it right to the back, and just like that, it's gone. So now kitten number 2. I'm now going to check the collar on Mr. Black. It's tighter than on Mr. Purple, but it's still loose enough, so that's absolutely fine. See if he thinks he'll take the wormer. Giving it a good sniff. Ooh. But I don't think he will, so again, I just take his head, open his mouth and pop it right to the back of the tongue. And that's definitely gone. There's nothing in there still, so that's fine, him done. Now Mr. Blue. Yeah, there's still plenty of room with his collar, so that's fine. No, okay, so open the mouth, pop this wormer in, and it's gone. Good boy. So last but not least, Mr. Green, see how his collar is? No, still plenty of room there. So I'll see if he'll take the wormer. They're all quite interested because apparently it tastes of meat, but none of them are willing to just take it as a treat. Oh, he managed to spit it out. Try again. That's better. You definitely have to get it right onto the back of the tongue, and then they're not likely to be able to spit it out so easily. But there we go, all done and dusted. Now normally, once you give a cat a tablet, you always feed them afterwards to ensure that the tablet is not stuck anywhere in the esophagus, because if things get stuck there, then that can cause ulceration and further problems down the line.